Hello everybody and welcome back to Debugged. In this lesson we take our first serious step forward toward professional Java development. We will learn about constructors, the this keyword, and encapsulation, three concepts that every real Java developer must understand. So, why constructors exist? In the previous lesson, we created objects and then manually assigned values to their field. This works, but it's not safe and not scalable. Constructors solve this problem by forcing objects to be created in a valid state. Let's get back to our person class, and now we are going to add this method. String name int age, and then this dot name equal name, and this dot age equals age. A constructor is a special method. It has the same name as the class, it has no return type, and it runs automatically when an object is created, every time we say new person, for example. This refers to the current object. It allows us to distinguish between the parameter name and the field name of the object. This dot name, the object's field, while name, the constructor's parameter. Back to our main method. If I write person p1 equals new person and I assign Christos 25 and then make a person 2, which is Maria 30, and then system.out.println p1.name and p2.name. And if I run this, now we are forced to provide valid data when creating a person. This is safer and cleaner than setting fields manually. As you can see, I get an error here because our constructor demands these fields. Back to our person method. Here we have our introduce void. Now if I go back to my main, p1.introduce and p2.introduce, and I run this, constructors define how objects are born. Methods define how objects behave. Now, the problem with public fields. Right now, anyone can directly change a person's age to an invalid value. This breaks our object's integrity. So, for example, if I write p1.age equals minus 100, this is logically invalid. This is why encapsulation exists. So if I go back to my person class and now write private in front of my fields, private means the fields cannot be accessed directly from outside the class. This protects the object from invalid states. We are also, if I write public string get name, return name, and then public int get age, and then return age, and also public void set age int age if age greater or equal to 0, this dot age equals age. Getters allow us to read values safely. Setters allow us to control how values are changed. So if I get back to my main method, I will write system.out.println p1.getName and p1.getAge, then p1.setAge 26, and then again system.out.println p1.getAge, setAge -5, and then again and if I comment out this and run it, as you see, the setter prevents invalid data. This is object-oriented design, so this is totally ignored because if we go to our set age, age is only declared if this value is greater or equal to 0. Back to our person class. Now, if I write if age greater or equal to 0, this dot age equals age. Else, this dot age equals 0. Constructors are often used to enforce rules at objects creation time. So, in general, encapsulation protects data, reduces bugs, makes code easier to maintain, and is required in professional Java development. Android apps, backend APIs, enterprise systems all rely on these principles. Let's discuss some common mistakes. Mistake number one, forgetting this. You cannot write names equals name. This is wrong. Mistake number two, making everything public. This is a very bad practice because by making everything public, even if you write your own code without contributors or anything, this means that you allow yourself to make a mistake and affect a variable that should be private and not be affected from anywhere around the code. And mistake 3, logic outside the class. Validation belongs inside the class, not in main method. So, today we learned what constructors are, how objects are initialized, the purpose of this keyword, what encapsulation means, why fields should be private, how getters and setters work, how to protect object state. With this lesson, you officially crossed from beginner syntax into real Java design. In Lesson 11, we will explore how objects interact with each other, passing objects to methods, composition, and building relationships between classes. Until next time, see you!